what can we do to empower the most people to become what I like to call conscious cultural creators? So if we're all consciously creating the world around us, how are we going to do that? That's the question. I was born in Mexico City. I was adopted when I was 5 days old into a family that was wealthy and made a lot of opportunities available to me. And the contrast of that allowed me to really understand at a deep personal level what my life could have been like in a third world situation versus what it actually ended up being. And when you realize that everything you've been blessed, from your education to the husband I married to all sorts of life opportunities, really came at no personal earning of it, just getting to be present in the right time and right moment, it makes you very appreciative for everything. And it made me also feel like I'm a steward of those opportunities and what they mean, not just for myself, but for how I could use them to help others. In 2015, we're really excited because we're doing a whole lot of marrying of technology with our humanitarian work. We find that it ends up helping to multiply the effect. So a really good example is in a local sense, because we're both local and international, but in the local sense in the Dallas area, we spent about 3 years with a bunch of volunteers from the Interfaith Service Network, one of our programs, people from every religion you can imagine in the Dallas area. And one of the projects was they spent those 3 years interviewing different homeless shelters and food pantries. And at the end of that, they identified that one of the main reasons why Dallas had a 30% food waste problem was because there was a lack of communication between the people that were donating the food, the homeless shelters, and just by interviewing and asking people what they needed and then planning strategically for it. We have a web page, we're in the process of doing an app, we have volunteers, and we've cut it down to 15% food waste. And that's only been in about a year and a half. Another project that's on the international scale that I'm very excited about is called our School Out of a Box program. And the idea is to make high-level education, high school and university-level education available to the poorest regions of the world. I think most significantly, the work that's being accomplished in the Mimsy Institute, it's being accomplished with lots of people. I think one of the most significant things is people like to go into communities and say, I have this idea, and put this cookie cutter on them. Whereas, you can't go in and ignore the fact that the people who are living their day-to-day lives, they're the experts of where they live. They know the ins and outs of the challenges better than anybody. It doesn't matter what degree we have, the people that live there understand it the most intrinsically. I don't necessarily believe we can get it world peace in this lifetime of my own, but I do believe that us as a generation right now, we are more empowered than ever to be able to put processes and tools out there to get ourselves toward that one day.